Good evening.
Good
Welcome
evening.
to the 2020 Hispanic Heritage Award celebration. This event is presented by the Florida Hispanic American Chamber of Commerce. My name is Santos Arroyo, and I will thank our sponsors, the Palm Beach County Sheriff Office, WPTV News Channel 5, La Guia News, Don Ramon Restaurant, and the School District of Palm Beach County. Today, we celebrate our Hispanic community achievements in teaching and academic performance. And now I would like to introduce to you Mr. Juan Pagan, President of the Puerto Rican Hispanic Chamber of Commerce in Palm Beach County, Florida.
Hi, and good
Yay!
evening. Buenas noches. Good evening
Buenas
to everybody. It's really a pleasure to be with all of you. And as I mentioned to some of you already during the week when we were at your school, this event has been going on already for about 8 years. We used to hold this event live, in
Yes.
person at WPTV Channel 5. And
Right.
normally we will have about anywhere between 200 to 300 people that will attend at the facilities that WPTV made available. Was really an awesome, participation of the families and other community members, like Miss Andrews, before she's been there before, and others of the school board members. So the whole idea, again, the way we look at the students, in our school district system, those are the future employees. They are the future managers, the future business owners, and the future teachers. And they're going to be the ones who's going to carry us, because some of us, we're not getting older. We're just getting a little bit more years, but not older, never. We'll never go that way. But it's about how do we take care of each other? How do we help? And with the example we give and how we help them. And we've been very fortunate that we've been able to recognize. In the past, we used to recognize more students, but now with this pandemia, it's been kind of difficult. Also, budget-wise was a little bit difficult too. So, but nevertheless, virtuality always helps. And virtually, we're here, and it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Oscar Otero, principal. It's really a pleasure. Live. I met your teacher at the school, Ms. Denise Cochran.
Thank you.
And of course, the Angelina, the teacher, Susana, also the teacher, and of course, the guys that we go all out for. This is about Jasmine and Juliana, the students that are going to be in the future. And of course, we want to recognize Ms. Alexandra Ayala, new elected board member, the first Hispanic member of the community elected to the board of the school district. So that was really amazing. And of course, like Santos mentioned before, this has been sponsored for years by PBSO, La Guia News, and of course, always WPTV Channel 5 has been with us all the way. So to that effect, tonight we have the pleasure of having with us, it so happened by mere coincidence that she's Hispanic, Michelle Quesada. She is the senior reporter at WPTV Channel 5. Michelle is thrilled to be back home in sunny South Florida, where she was born and raised. She's a bilingual Cuban-American University of Miami Hurricane and an award-winning journalist. She came to WPTV from WTLV WJXX, First Coast News in Jacksonville. It was too cold up there, so we have to bring him down, as a multimedia journalist. And Michelle received an AP award on her reporting on the death of Jordan Davis, a teenager shot over loud music at a Jacksonville gas station in 2012. And she reported on numerous high-profile cases like the one of George Zimmerman trial in Sanford. Michelle is a member of the National Association of Hispanic Journalists, the Society of Professional Journalists and Investigative Reporters and Editors Organization. On her free time, she loves to go to the beach, take trips down to Miami, why? And spend time with her family and friends. And she is a Mrs., right? I believe that's right. So
that's right. I got married last year. Yes, so now I'm a Mrs.
Right, so make the mistake that all we do. We all get married, right? And welcome, Michelle. It's a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The pleasure is all mine, and this is a little unconventional, a little not traditional from what we used to do, what we were used to doing. But I recognize some of the faces, and I can say that a lot of the people I see on the Zoom call are all, you know, immense leaders in the community for Hispanics and really advocate all around for Hispanics in the community. You know, at Channel 5, we have shown a commitment to the Hispanic community. We have ramped up our WPTV in Espanol page. We're recording Spanish headlines once a week. We're manning our Spanish website and being able to translate articles for our Spanish viewers. We've partnered with La Guia News, which has been a great partnership. You know, working with Mirta and Sam has been amazing. And so we really thank all of you. Of course, I always hit up Juan whenever we need to get that the Puerto Rican side to all of our stories and look at the issues that are important to Hispanics in West Palm Beach and Palm Beach County, really our entire viewing area. So thank you all so much. I appreciate it. And I know that Juan, you wanted to start off to have Miss Marsha Andrews say a few things as well before we went into the awards recipients.
Please.
And she needs no introduction. We know school board member Marsha Andrews, a huge advocate for students, especially immigrant students in our school system. So we appreciate you so much, Marsha.
And thank you so much. And I'd like to bring greetings on behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Donald Flournoy, and all 7 school board members. What an honor it is to be here tonight, honor our outstanding students and leaders, and to be here in this of the Hispanic Puerto Rican Chamber and all that you do to help our children and our school district. We have to say thank you. We must take the time, as we do every year, to highlight the wonderful students that we have here in Palm Beach County and all of their achievements, our wonderful teachers, our principals, and our staff. And we are a family, and we have to know that it takes all of us working together, the entire village. So it's my pleasure to bring greetings and congratulations and thank you from the School District of Palm Beach County.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Andrews. And so I guess we'll get right to business, what everybody's here for tonight. I'm sure everybody's in their homes or offices, different places. I have 2 German Shepherds roaming around. So if you hear barking, just know in advance that I'm not alone. So we'll get right to the beginning of our program. And we're talking about an award that's very important. You know, teachers are role models to all of our students in our school system. And a lot of times for Hispanic kids in the school system, you know, teachers are their first communication at school, the one person that they go to for advice. Sometimes the one person they can count on to help them with homework or help guide them if their parents don't speak English. So it's so important to have teachers in our school system that are role models for our Hispanic children as well. And, you know, it's my honor to be able to, you know, talk about this year's winner of the Teacher of the Year Hispanic Heritage Awards, Ms. Susana Beatriz Carlino. And a little bit about Mrs. Carlino. She has been a social studies teacher at Coniston Community Middle, which is a Title I school where most of the students qualify for free lunch. Her students are the ESOL and dual language students, all children who recently arrived from Venezuela, Guatemala, Mexico, Peru. Mrs. Carlino has empowered her students by organizing 2 trips that were very inspirational for them, one in 2017 and one in 2019 to New York City. She wanted to show her students how a community of diverse people came together to build one of the most beautiful cities in the world. And besides being an excellent teacher, she dedicates countless hours at her school to help students. She also runs the Multicultural Club, which helps students obtain community service hours. She's passionate about education and is always advocating for her immigrant students above all. So congratulations to Ms. Carlino, if you wanted to say a few words.
Well, I'm very flattered. Thank you so much to all of you for this wonderful recognition. And I need to give a very, very special thanks to all my ESOL students, because my children, as I call them, they challenge and they inspire me every day, and also to their amazing families. Gracias muy especial a mis alumnos ESOL, mis chicos, como me gusta llamarlos, a quienes me desafían y me inspiran todos los días, también junto a sus familias. I always say to my students, make sure that you go out and you show your value to this wonderful nation and to the world. Show them that we can do more, because everything has been more difficult for us. Siempre le digo a mis chicos, salgan y muestren lo que valen. a esta maravillosa nación y al mundo entero. Demuestren que nosotros podemos más, porque todo nos ha costado más. The first day I set foot in Coniston, I knew that I had a mission and a blessing. And I was right. El primer día que pisé Coniston me di cuenta que tenía una misión, pero también una gran bendición. Y no me equivoqué. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Carolino. And you know, like Juan said, I know that every year it's a struggle to be able, because you want to give awards to everybody who you know, shows this incredible achievement in being able to work with the Hispanic community, help the Hispanic community. And we also had, I'm sure, several students that should be receiving awards. We have 2 tonight that we're going to recognize, and they are being recognized for the 2020 Hispanic Heritage Academic Achievement Award. And I'm going to start off with one of the students who has shown just exemplary behavior in her school and helping her peers and helping other students. She comes from Suncoast High School, Juliana Valentina Riveros. She is from Colombia originally and has been in the US now for 6 years. Even though it was hard for her to adapt in the country, as there is for many immigrant children with many challenges, she learned English while in middle school. When it was time to pick a high school, she applied for Suncoast High School, one of the top schools in Palm Beach County, and she got in. And currently, Juliana is a senior in good standing and a candidate to graduate with the IB diploma. She is also she plays a vital role in her community and is involved in diverse clubs at her school. She also serves as the president for the Hispanic Honor Society, where she leads her peers in showcasing Hispanic culture during Hispanic Heritage Month. And she also leads the Spanish language tutoring program for her lower classmen in the school. In addition, Juliana is vice president of the Latin Dance Club. We all know how much Latinos like to dance. Her, along with other officers of the club, she rehearses and teaches Latin dances like salsa, bachata, merengue, cumbia, and so on. And they perform these dances in the spring show called Extravaganza. Juliana has a drive to help her community. She has volunteered multiple times at Jupiter Elementary School, where there is a large population of students who are English language learners, or ELL as they're known. And being a Suncoast student is not easy, as we know, due to the rigorous curriculum. Students tend to work extremely hard, and Juliana is a leader among her peers, and a leader who has shown that her Colombian roots have helped her overcome many barriers, including language barriers and culture adaptation. Even though she has learned English, she now speaks it fluently. She is humble about where she started and is always looking for ways to give back to students who are ELL as she once was. Her love for Colombia and the Spanish language has made Juliana a unique representative of Hispanic culture at her school, carrying key Hispanic traits, as we all know: hard work, perseverance, and muchas ganas to thrive in whatever she sets her mind to. So congratulations to Juliana Valentina Riveros at Suncoast High School. If you want to say a few words.
So much. I want to thank my parents and Ms. Gillespie for the emotional support since freshman year. I struggled a lot feeling like I belonged here and in school with my peers, but I was able to overcome that. And now I want to help other Hispanics that feel the same way I did, so that they can feel like they belong somewhere and they're part of the community. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and we appreciate so much what you do. I can speak from experience. When I first started school, I was an ESOL student as well. Even though I was born in this country, my first language was Spanish. And, you know, it's very difficult for kids to understand the language barrier that you go through and the struggles that you go through, even trying to make friends, you know, speaking one language that's not the norm, you know, in the school system. So I can tell you from experience, like what you're doing and helping other kids and showing them, look how good I've gotten. You can get there too. You will learn. That is amazing work. So we appreciate you. Well deserved. And of course, last but not least, we have Jasmine Calderon. And Jasmine Calderon is from Pahokee Middle High School. She is I'm going to read you what the person who nominated her wrote for her, because it was such a beautiful letter. And this was Enid Cochran Rivera, who's also on the Zoom call today. She said, I have known Jasmine as a scholar for 4 years. although I had heard of her way before I interacted with her, since her reputation as one of the students who was most involved in extracurricular activities preceded her. In any case, it has been extremely exciting to have her enrolled at the Pahokee High School campus. Jasmine is an extremely bright young woman full of potential. She has enthusiasm for learning that I only see in very few students. Constantly, she puts forth her best efforts. This is clearly demonstrated in her excellent academic record and more specifically in class. As a candidate in the rigorous and challenging IB program, Jasmine has been taking college level courses and performing extremely well, having a 3.9 GPA and being valedictorian of her class. As far as community involvement goes, as I mentioned before, Jasmine has spent most of her high school years participating in countless activities that aim to help others. I believe this sense of altruism and selflessness is innate as her leadership qualities. She is president of the Student Government Association, active member of the Spanish Honor Society, National Honor Society, Women of Tomorrow, Debate Club, Pahokee Dreamcatchers, and particularly notable the Interact Club, since it is a high school branch of Rotary International, which I am a member of and sponsor of. The joke amongst teachers here is that if there's any activity that involves helping others, parentheses, from helping elementary school children with schoolwork to spending time with the local nursing home and organizing cleanup day at the city, Jasmine is your girl. She's involved. Finally, I see in Jasmine a young woman who is caring, compassionate, intelligent, a risk taker, an inquirer, and a wonderful human being. I've had the fortune to see her grow as a student and a person. Behind her quiet and seemingly shy demeanor, she is friendly, bright, and a focused person. She's committed and passionate about learning, and I am sure she will reach her goals with dedication she puts forth and the guidance she will receive from the many people who will cross her path. For all these reasons, I recommend Jasmine Calderon without any reservations. Congratulations, Jasmine. If you want to
Muchas gracias. Sí, muchas gracias. Thank you so much. I'd just like to thank my parents, my mom, who is working very hard, my dad, who always worked hard in order to ensure me and my sisters a better life, and Ms. Cochran, of course, for the nomination. La quiero mucho. Usted sabe que todos en la escuela la queremos. Hasta le decimos de mamá a ella. Así que muchas gracias. Thank you so much.
Such wonderful young ladies. Thank you so much for all you do.
I just want to add a couple of more words. When we work as a chamber, we work very close with the Census 2020 office in Atlanta, which covers the regional office for Florida. And one of the things that we've been motivating and promoting the participation in the census when, was the time to do it. One of the things is about, the projections for the Hispanic population in Palm Beach County, and obviously the state of Florida, but let's look at Palm Beach County, where we are. The projections for the Hispanic population growth in Palm Beach County is supposed to be, we were at the last census anywhere between 15 to 18% now of the population. Now is projected to be between 30 to 40% of the population of Palm Beach County. So that is almost 500,000 people who are Hispanic in the county. In addition to that, if you look at what is the largest minority within the school district in Palm Beach, they are Hispanics. Whether we like it or not, we love them. So it is about, now how are we going to work together? How are we going to do it? And obviously, as things keep changing, we have seen that also take an effect into the electoral places and all that. And one of those examples, and I would like her to say, a couple of words, will be Ms. Alexandra Ayala, the first Hispanic elected to a board position in the school district. Ms. Alexandra?
Thank you so much, Juan, and thank you everybody here today. It's really my honor to be able to represent our community at this level and on this board. It's been long due time for us to have that representation, not because I have to give Ms. Andrews a shout out. She has been an incredible representative for our community. She shows up. She has been at every HEC meeting with me, and I know that she's there for our community, but experience that we all have as Latinos. So I'm really excited for that opportunity and just thrilled to have been given the opportunity to serve our community on the board. I want to give the utmost congratulations to Jasmine, to Juliana, to their parents. I'm so happy that Jasmine mentioned her mom and her dad. I know exactly what it is to have a mother that sacrifices everything so that you can have everything you want. And you're absolutely so impressive. Juliana, I'm so impressed by both of you. You are the future. You are why I ran. You are who I want to come and take the seat one day and fill my shoes, because I may be the first, but I'm certainly not going to be the last. And this win is for all of us. So a las profesoras que están aquí con nosotras, a los estudiantes, al principal, a todos y a todas, gracias por todo lo que hacen por nuestra comunidad. Yo soy su voz, estoy aquí para estar mano a mano con ustedes hacia adelante en la meta de asegurar que como hispanos tengamos nuestra silla en la mesa. Y es mi honor representarlos a todos. Thank you, Juan.
Gracias.
Thank you, Ms. Alexander. And one thing I want to mention that maybe Jasmine and Juliana were a little bit shy to mention, but if I understood correctly, Juliana, you told me that you were accepted at University of Florida in Gainesville. Is that correct? Or that's where you want to go?
That's where I want to go. Yeah.
Okay. I don't see a problem, And then at the same time, as I mentioned, Jasmine got a scholarship from Duke University, and it's worth, a lot of money.
Soy una finalista para un
And she's one
programa
of the
que se llama
finalists, for that. So obviously we're crossing our fingers, our toes and everything to make sure that she can get it over there, because it's an academic scholarship and she's being recognized. So that's why, we want to use them as example for the rest of the students, because I know not everybody is going to be starting college. Not everybody is going to be a doctor. Not everybody is going to be a lawyer. But at the same time, it's going to be somebody who's going to be productive in the community, regardless of the language you talk, regardless of where you came from. When we look at Palm Beach County, we have representation of over 21 countries, which is so happen that we have at the chamber, we have that representation. 21 countries are members of the chamber right now. And it goes all the way from Latin America, I call it from La Tierra del Fuego, from all the way down there, all the way to the Caribbean, including Cuba, Haiti, Puerto Rico, you name it, they are already here. So Mexico, Guatemala, Costa Rica, we have all of them. So this is about working together, helping the community, and making sure that they don't know us because they saw us on TV when we were arrested. No, it's because we can really make it, we can help the community. And to Dr. Maria Vallejo, I have to say thank you very much for your work you did with Palm Beach State. That's really, and it's a great population. And the Lake Worth campus, that I will say about 37% are Hispanics over there in that campus, and of course I keep growing and it's going to be more on that. But again, it's not all Hispanics. It's about how do we work together, because we got Mr. Otero also. He's been working quite a few years in the school district, and it's again, how are we going to help, the whole community at the end? That's what really matters. It's the whole community. We have people like Anit, like Angelina, so working with the students, and the people behind the boards, behind the scenes, like Jesus Cruz. Jesus all the time picking up the news, running here and there to make sure that everything is communicated. So it's working together. And then we have the Michelles, at WPTV that it can help us too. So we want to make it the positive side. We want to make sure we can work together. So, and that's what we try to inspire in all our members of our chamber. We continue to grow. We continue to keep moving forward. And yes, this is going to be a hard time. This is going to be, these are hard times. No ifs or buts about it. It's going to be a new normal. And even in school and business, we're going to have to work in a different way. Because this virus ain't going away after the elections. So it's not going away after the elections. So this is going to continue. And it's mutated a zillion times. There's over 225 people, 225,000 people who already unfortunately died. It so happened that we know quite a few of them within our group, that we knew personally and we miss them. Just me, as you know, we love you, we're sorry for your loss, and may God always bless you. I know it's not easy, but you're going to continue, you're going to go ahead and move forward. So no ifs or buts. And give our regards to your mother, please. Okay, so that's really important.
Well,
Mr. Santos?
Thank you everybody for joining us. Congratulations to all the awardees. It's an honor, honestly, to work and represent the Hispanic community in Palm Beach County and now also statewide at the national level. And we appreciate all that you do for our children, for their well-being. Thank you, and this wrap up the 2020 Hispanic Heritage Awards celebration.
Say something? Ms.
Yes,
Marsha?
I would like to ask Mr. Cruz to work with me tomorrow so that we can highlight our students and our teachers on the school district front page website for this wonderful honor tonight. And Mr. Cruz, you're right there with me. I will call in the morning and text to get this done. And so we will make sure that we honor you on the front of our school board website as well as at our next board meeting. So would you help me with that, Mr. Cruz?
Sure, I will get all the information and make sure that everything goes on English, Spanish, and Haitian Creole.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So
Thank you very much,
congratulations, everybody. Congratulations.
Just gonna add, Juan and Santos, were there photos of the recipients with their awards that you posted anywhere that we can also use? Did you post them on
Yes,
Facebook?
we have the pictures, and everything's gonna be out there tomorrow.
Okay, perfect. Thank you all so much.
Great.
It was a pleasure spending
All
the
right.
evening.
Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everybody. Good
Congratulations.
night.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening as well.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Hi, Sandra.